taking some blood samples too, just to make sure none of us are roiding up.
I didn't sign a contract.
In fact, right now we're taking questions and emails, and I got an email from Bob out in the Bronx, and he says he watched last night's fight, and he says, okay, so who's the best pound-for-pound boxer now? Mayweather, Pacquiao? Thoughts, guys?
In my opinion, to tell you the truth, I think it's 1A and 1B, almost like Kobe and LeBron, but I'm going to put Pacquiao as 1A and I'm going to put Floyd as 1B. Even though Floyd just came back recently, he has 2 big wins over Juan Manuel Marquez and Shane Mosley. You have to think at the same time, Pacquiao's load of work that he's been putting on over the years is still just slightly better than Floyd. I just need to see them fight, and that's how I feel.
Well,
I think that Pacquiao's style is going to give a lot of problems to Floyd, and it's going to be 50-50 fight. Both great fighters. And I agree with him that they're both, equally on the pound-for-pound list, so it'll be very interesting.
Yeah.
Even. I see these two guys on even playing field. Floyd is a technical master, and Manny Pacquiao is a machine.
Right.
He's a guy who's throwing 1 million punches per fight. So it's going to be interesting to see how Floyd's defense deals with a guy who's throwing 10 to maybe 15 punches in one shot.
Right. Go ahead.
Before last night, I thought that Pacquiao would probably overwhelm Floyd with volume. But watching the fight, and I started thinking about Floyd and how he compares more to someone like Bernard Hopkins. They have different styles, but they do the same thing, where they take your assets away from you, and then he adapts to you. He does it in a way where it's almost like he's studying you as you're fighting him, and little by little he takes over the fight.
Well, we actually have a caller now. Do you have a caller?
Hello?
Hey, you're on the air. Welcome to Fights at NYC. You're our first caller.
Hello, how you doing, man? My name is Shy, man.
Okay.
How you doing, man? Thank you. I'm a big fan of Floyd Mayweather.
Okay. Where are you calling us from, Shah?
I'm calling you from New York, New York.
Okay, from Manhattan? Okay. Cool.
And I want to comment on the Pacquiao thing. I think that Floyd Mayweather will destroy Manny Pacquiao. He's so easy to get hit. It's like...
Oh, Shah, do us a favor. Turn off your television.
Oh.
So we'll hear you better.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's in the background. I got far away from it.
We can hear you now, though.
Go ahead. 1 second. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I really think that Floyd Mayweather is such a technician, and he proved that he could fight bigger fighters last night. And he's incredible. He's better than he was my favorite, now he's even more my favorite. Manny Pacquiao has no defense. He gets hit easily. He'll only be target practice for Floyd Mayweather.
And I think he has a point, though.
Yeah.
If you saw Joshua Clowney, who was really behind a brick wall, he rarely threw any punches, but when he did punch, he landed.
He landed,
and
exactly.
Floyd is a more precise puncher than Joshua Clowney is. So that is very interesting. The only question I have for the whole Manny Pacquiao thing is that Manny Pacquiao throws a lot of punches and he moves in different angles. So I just would like to see how Floyd would deal with that. But yeah, I think that Floyd Mayweather would definitely connect in a lot.
And that's my main thing, is that I feel that Pacquiao's style and the angles of the way he fights is going to create a lot of problems for Mayweather. Mayweather's the type of guy that he likes to control the ring, and he makes you fight his fight. And Pacquiao is the type of style that he's not going to fall into that trap, I don't think.
Okay.
It'll be very interesting.
Great. Thank you for that. Okay, we don't have that much time left. Let's and thank you, Shah, for your call. Let's make some predictions for next week's fight. Next week we got Paul Williams and Kermit Cintron up. They're on HBO. They're fighting at junior middleweight, 154. Aris and I can't make predictions because we're doing Punch Zone for that fight. HBO.com/Punch Zone. Mariano, who's your pick?
I think Paul Williams is a volume puncher. He's a very good fighter. He just came off a tough fight against Sergio Martinez, in which he won. And I think Kermit Cintron is mentally weak enough that Paul's going to win by unanimous decision.
So quickly, Francisco.
Paul Williams should be called, instead of the Punisher, he should be called the Whirlwind. I mean, he's like a guy who throws 1 million punches and then he's moving at the same time, which makes him hard to hit. His fight with Martinez is also very good. Martinez should be called the Matrix. I mean, this guy moves. Yeah. He made Pavlik. He befuddled Pavlik. My take is Williams by knockout.
Williams by knockout. Dimitri,
I also
what's your
think
take?
Williams, I think he's a busy fighter, and I think he's bigger and stronger. and I think that he's going to win probably by decision
Okay.
or late knockout.
Okay, thank you, Dmitry, for coming on the show.
Pleasure.
Before we end, I want to just send some good thoughts out to Nick Charles, longtime commentator on ShowBox. He's fighting cancer. We wish you best of luck in that fight. Join us next week when we talk about Williamson Tron, and go to FightCityNYC.com. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
Cool. Nice finish.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
That was great.